What is this place? It looks like the heart of Project Kronos.
Could be. Do you think we gave that horrid thing the slip?
I really hope so. After seeing what that black smoke can do to humans, I wouldn't want... What the hell? How did that thing get out?
No time for questions now! Run, Professor! Run! Quick, the bunker door!
Help me close it, Evangeline! Damn it! That was close.
Christ. I hope this chamber is shut tight.
If not, we'd better find another exit. Otherwise, we're trapped in here.
Lord Almighty.
Evie recognized the gigantic creature at once. It was the same one she had seen in her visions.
Look at the size of that creature.
Harry remained silent. He was in shock, but not because the sight of that creature bewildered him. Quite the opposite. Something about it felt disturbingly familiar.
Apparently, the Nazis tried to communicate with that creature. So the Nazis called the black smoke things polyps. Looks like this message never got sent. This seat is what the Nazis used to try to communicate with the creature.
All right, there's no time to waste. Try connecting me to that machine, Professor.
Have you lost your mind? We have no idea what might happen if you sit in that thing.
You listen to me, Professor. I'm sitting in that chair, and you are gonna connect me to that creature. Do you hear me?
Harry could see that Evie's thirst for knowledge was clouding her judgment, and he didn't like where it was heading. Not one bit.
Fine. As you wish, Miss Drayton. That seems to power the machine connected to the chair. You can sit down, Evangeline. This apparatus identifies matching brainwave patterns between Evangeline and that creature. Another brainwave match.
Good.
Geeignet means suitable, and untauglich means unsuitable.
It must refer to the brainwaves.
Looks like everything is set. So, whenever you're ready.
Go ahead.
Evie found herself in the literal blink of an eye in a completely different place. And it would happen to her more than once that day. As she tried to figure out what was happening, a strange but familiar voice startled her.
Evie. Velkonul. Na cartoon. Vekra.
I have been waiting for you for millions of years, it said.
Are you?
I am the great engineer of Nakotis. After so much trouble, Evie was finally before the great engineer. It was her one chance to ask everything she needed to know.
I need answers. What do you want from me? What do you want me to do?
Everything is set. You must close the loop.
Close the loop? What are you talking about?
Take my ship. Travel to Nakotis, the Nakotis of your time. Stop, Bowen. My race will be saved.
Why me? Why did you choose me?
It wasn't me. It was Dr. West who chose you.
What? But what am I supposed to do? I'm just...
You can close the loop. You must close the loop.
Do you want me to... Is there any way I can set you free?
You will do it when you close the loop. Or maybe you did it when you closed the loop. The complex Yithian language made no distinction between verb tenses. Therefore, that sentence could be understood as an instruction given in the past, present, and future alike.
I can understand your language. How is that possible?
Your mind in my body. My mind in your body.
How is... When did that happen?
When you were in Nakotis. The Nakotis of my time.
But how am I going to do that? Where is the Nakotis of my time?
You need to remember its location. Remember.
Remember it? How?
Vekra ever art. Korveltur.
Hearing that, Evie was left speechless. Follow Everhart's instructions. Evie didn't have time to ask another question, because in the blink of an eye, She found herself once again in that stone city from her dreams, millions of years in the past. Except now she knew it wasn't a dream. It was a memory.
My hands! Heavens! Look at my hands!
Those Ythian appendages could hardly be called hands, but that was how Evie perceived them.
This was part of my information exchange with the Ythians. I believed I had to tell the Ythians everything about my time in exchange for my freedom, but I was wrong. Looks like I also took notes of what happened here in Nicotis. I can't believe I couldn't remember this amazing view of the towers of Nicotis.
Find Everhart's notes and follow them.
But where are Everhart's notes? Where can I find them? I always thought my dreams didn't take place here on Earth, but now I understand that this is how Earth used to be, millions of years ago.
Specifically when the Earth's landmass was fused into one continent, Pangaea.
Look at how tiny that Dimetrodon looks now. That's an ammonite. Cephalopods that lived during the Devonian period, 400 million years ago. These ceilings sure are high.
Evie suddenly remembered the colossal corridors and massive stone slabs of the great library of Nicotis.
I remember this. I went to the Great Library every day. Wow. Is this some kind of time location finder? Unbelievable! I believe I've seen some of these murals around here. Look at all these volumes, all that knowledge. I wish I could come back here someday and read through all of these. This is the professor's handwriting. He really was in Nicotis. What is this thing? I remember it. This is the altar I worked in. Looks like I deciphered the numeric coding of the Ythians. This observatory must be used to find the constellations associated with a specific time. That seems to be a mammoth, late Pliocene, 2.5 million years ago. Same constellation I saw in my dreams. It must be important if they built this lookout for it. This mural doesn't look like decoration, but I'm not sure what it represents. I believe... Another note from the professor. This is the ink I used to write with. I don't understand this language. Whoa! My goodness! I'd forgotten about these light conveyor belts. A Dimetrodon from the early Permian, 270 million years ago. Tyrannosaurus rex, a dinosaur from the late Cretaceous period, 68 million years ago. Wow, everything is so beautiful here. I suppose this mural refers to us. Homo sapiens. We appeared roughly 300,000 years ago, in the Middle Pleistocene. Yes! This is the constellation I've been looking for! 9345. Yes, I remember now. Those were the coordinates. Great engineer, I know where to find the Nakotis of my time, but all I have are Yithian coordinates. And there's no way out of here. There's one of those black smoke polyps on the other side of the chamber door.
Take my vessel.
What? The vessel? You mean the spaceship?
Evie's heart skipped a beat. Piloting a flying saucer was something straight out of a science fiction novel.
But the vessel door won't open. How am I supposed to...
Your mind is now fully synchronized with the Yithians. Travel to Nakotis. Stop, Bowen. Close the loop.
But what about you? I can't just leave you trapped here.
It is irrelevant. Close the loop. And with those final words, as Evangeline blinked, she found herself standing before Harry, back inside the Spitzbergen bunker again.
Evangeline? Can you hear me? Are you all right?
Yes, Professor. I'm here. I'm just a little bit dizzy.
Well, did you manage to talk with that thing? What did you find out?
We have to use the spaceship to get out of here.
What? How? Did that creature give you a crash course in flying saucers or something?
No, it's not that. But you have to trust me again, Professor.
Harry realized there wasn't much of a choice. It was that or remain trapped in that chamber forever.
Professor. Isn't this fascinating?
There doesn't seem to be any power. You sure you can pilot this spaceship?
I'm not sure pilot is the right word, Professor.
I'm not even sure ship is the right word. This looks more like a building than a vehicle. There surely has to be a starter somewhere, right?
Evie recognized a platform very similar to the one in the refinery beneath the Virginia caves, and understood what she had to do.
Look, Professor, it's working. The spaceship is powered up now.
Damn it, where's the steering wheel?
It probably doesn't need one. It looks like an autopilot, but it doesn't just... No, this isn't working. Nope. Nope. I think I've got it. I've set the navigation system to the coordinates of Nakotis. There you are, Professor. The steering wheel.
Looks like one. Sort of.
Can you help me with this, please? Buckle up, Professor. Hey, whoa!
Whoa!
Professor, better find something to hang on to.
Hey, it's moving! Look, it's breaking the ice! So where are we headed?
To Nakotis, or what's left of it. Those dreams you had about that place? They weren't dreams. You were there, millions of years ago.
Millions of years ago? What are you talking about?
The great race of Yith can transfer its mind to the past, present, or future. At some point, they exchanged minds with you. Good heavens. Can you imagine what that must be like? To move freely
I
through...
can imagine what the Nazis would have done if they'd gained that power. And don't forget, that Stahl fella still is among Bowen's gang of kooks. I'm not sure which I hate more, kooks or Nazis. In any case, I don't think anyone should meddle with that knowledge. As I've told you before, there are things we shouldn't... Evangeline, can you hear me? Evangeline? Oh, for heaven's sake, what's happening to you now?
Time and space?
Evangeline found herself in an unfamiliar place in an instant. For the fourth time in just a few hours.
Oh, come on. Now what? What's going on?
The difference was that this place didn't look like a Nakotic construction at all. Nor was she inside the body of an alien creature. It just looked like the future.
Why am I connected to this machine? And is this... This isn't my body. Where am I?
Evie jolted in shock. If she was in this body, then who was with Harry on the spaceship to Nakotis? Evie didn't know whether to cry for help or stay silent. But what she saw when she opened the door left no room for doubt.
Oh no. That's Caleb Bowen.
So Bowen had gotten his way after all. How else could he be leading a top-secret research project for the government? And then Evie thought of something worse. What if Dr. West was none other than Caleb Bowen himself?
What kind of machine is this? No, this isn't working. Okay, let's try again. Yes, I did it! That mind-swapping device seems to be powered on again. I hope this works. God, I hope this works. I need it to work. It's got to... Professor Everhart, listen carefully to what I have to tell you, please.
Evangeline, are you...
I am not Evangeline. I am Dr. West. Please, listen to me. You won't like what I'm about to say, but I need you to listen carefully and do exactly as I tell you. A greater plan is unfolding, and you must fulfill it to guarantee the survival of not only the human race, but of the space-time continuum itself.
I'm sorry, but I'm not the best at following orders. I don't exactly
Get along with quacks like me? Yes, I've heard that before.
Who the hell is this Dr. West? And how could he know what I was going to say? Harry thought.
Listen to me, please. You will reach the ruins of Nicotis, and you will find Caleb Bowen. Don't worry, you will stop him.
That is certainly a relief. I wouldn't want to live in a world where Bowen...
I'm not finished. There is a price to pay for Bowen's defeat, and that is Evangeline's life.
What? You can't be serious.
I am. Evangeline has to sacrifice herself, Professor. It's the only way to stop Bowen and preserve the space-time continuum.
Things weren't exactly great between Harry and Evangeline, but was he really supposed to let her die? After all they'd been through together?
Forget it. I won't let that girl die.
Then you'll be condemning us all to oblivion, causing Bowen's triumph and the collapse of the space-time continuum. There's no more time. But remember what I said. Evangeline must sacrifice herself.
Harry considered answering, but found nothing to say. Arguing with someone who could see the future was pointless.
I know you will do the right thing, Professor Everhart. After all, we've been through this before. Work, damn it! I made it! I'm back! Professor, what happened?
Evangeline? Are you here with me?
Yes, it's me! I'm back.
What happened to you? Where did you...
I was in the future, I believe. But what happened here? Someone pushed me out of my own body, Professor. Who was it?
Harry hesitated before answering. He knew his words might change what was about to happen. Harry didn't know what to say. He didn't tell her about Dr. West or the sacrifice. It would only trouble Evie, and after all, Harry had already made up his mind. Or had he?
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. It's just that...
Listen, Professor. There's something I need to tell you. I don't know if this Dr. West can be trusted. I'm not sure, but I think he works... or worked... with Bowen.
Was that true? If it was, that changed everything. Harry had to tell Evie the truth, right now.
Evangeline, listen.
Professor, look! The ship's slowing down! We're descending! This looks like...
the Pacific Ocean.
Nicotis is somewhere in the Pacific?
Looks like it.
Hold on, Professor. I think we're about to land. Who would have thought this whole structure was actually a flying saucer, huh, Professor?
Red sand. This must be the Great Sandy Desert.
So we're in Australia. We crossed half the world in, what, half an hour at most?
For all his fascination with Ythian tech, Harry didn't answer. He was still debating whether to tell Evie what he'd discussed with Dr. West.
we are. This is Nakota's.
Wow. Look, Professor. A camp.
Looks abandoned. What a fool. Somehow the Yithians were able to store light and channel it through those lenses. Apparently, Bowen's goons spent a good long while trying to force this massive stone door open. Thank you, Sherlock.
I'll stay here, Professor. Let me know if you find anything.
There are some carved symbols. That really looks like Nakal architecture. Seems she had a rare moment of good judgment.
Dr. Patricia Seckler might have been deeply interested in studying alien entities or mysterious flying polyps, but she wasn't willing to die for it.
This looks similar to the platform I used back on the island. Nope, it isn't working. These symbols must mean something. Well, looks like that did something. Does this manipulate the shapes? This is the Nazi who escaped from the radio station. I guess they ignored his warnings.
What does it say?
Never trust a Nazi, that's what. Well, well, look at that.
Ever since he got some black ooze on him back at Harry's house, Eugene Kingsley's health had collapsed, and he died not long after reaching Australia.
So Stahl and Bowen had an argument. Big surprise. Symbols. Interesting. This colossal door seems to be the entrance to one of those ancient structures. These controls seem to contain spheres of black ooze. Look, Evangeline. I can rotate the shapes using these controls. think I've got it. Sort of. How can these lenses still be so perfectly polished after millions of years down here?
Yithian technology never ceased to fascinate Harry.
Did you see anything like this in your visions of Nakotas, Evangeline?
The Yithian use technology based on mirrors and light, but this is the first time I've seen a system this complex. It wasn't the first time Harry had stepped onto a stone platform lifted by black ooze, and it still unsettled him.
Another one of those moving patterns. Evander, watch out.
Good lord, this place is crawling with those pollen things.
I don't think it saw us. We really must be careful. Right. That one was tricky. Good. I hope this is the last pattern. Yes, I opened it. The door's opening. Let's move ahead. Any sign of those polyps, Evangeline?
Not that I can see.
There was no sign of the polyps, true. But there was no sign of Bowen either.
Good lord, what happened here?
Looks like they ran into those smoke things. This architecture. Does it look familiar to you?
Professor, this looks like the archives. The great library from my memories, but back then it was full of life. This place is in ruins.
Makes sense, Evangeline. Millions of years have passed since you were here. This is breathtaking.
If this is the place where I was millions of years ago, the mind-swapping device must be at the top of that basalt tower.
What is this thing? Looks like a ray of light. Whoa! Whoa! The polyps are gathering over there.
What's going on? What are they trying to do?
I don't know what drives those creatures. I don't understand what they do, or why they do it.
Professor, do you hear some kind of chanting?
Yes, and I believe I recognize the one chanting. I don't like this.
Left foot the jet. Générique per malafant.
Bowen, stop right there!
Everhart, what are you doing here? How did
I
you...
took the number 3 bus to Nakotas. Now get out of there, you idiot!
Don't even think about it, Professor. Not when I'm this close. The Bowens have spent generations searching for the knowledge we were promised. Oh, yes. Nalathotep, herald of the almighty Azathoth.
Cultist ranting always sounds ridiculous, especially when they spout their nonsense out loud.
Enough of this. I'll drag you out of there by your heels if I have to.
Do not come any closer. I'm warning you.
Of course, things change when cultists are armed.
Listen to me, Bowen. I know the great race of Yith. They've spoken to me, and you know it. Look around you. Those black polyps wiped out your entire cult. And you're next. You have nothing to gain, do you hear me?
I've convinced him, Evie thought. I actually convinced that stubborn old fool. I can't believe it.
You think you're gonna stop me with your empty talk, girl? I don't have time for your foolishness. The Black Pharaoh awaits.
Ugh, figures, Evie thought. And when Bowen powered up the mind-swapping device, she realized she'd have to do something, and fast.
Professor, if he activates the mind-swapping device, we're finished!
Harry was out of time. He had to make a decision. Harry remembered Dr. West's words. Evangeline has to sacrifice herself, Professor. It's the only way to stop Bowen and preserve the space-time continuum. Dr. West had to know what he was talking about. After all, he came from the future. He'd been in touch with the Yithian. He knew what would happen if Harry didn't follow his instructions.
Darn it! I have to stop him! You stay here!
Harry had learned that sometimes you had to make painful sacrifices. And this was certainly one of them.
I'm sorry, kid. I'm really sorry.
And without another word, Harry watched the stubborn Miskatonic physics student Evangeline Drayton sacrifice her life to save him and all of humanity. Evie found herself in the ooze pool, completely covered in the substance she feared most. She knew it was her death sentence, but at least she was going to make sure Caleb didn't swap his mind with anyone.
Damn brat! What do you think you're doing?
Shut your mouth, you weasel!
No, don't touch that. You'll interrupt the transfer process. No, no, no! Oh no, not the ice.
And so, on November 6th, 1957, in that basalt tower of the city that millions of years earlier had been Nakotas, Evangeline Claire Drayton was consumed by black ooze. Upon waking in that infinite ocean of blackness, Evie thought that she had died. Well, I hope it was worth something at least, she thought. She was waiting to see the light at the end of the tunnel when a voice surprised her. One she recognized instantly. Her father's voice.
Hey, Jitterbug.
Papa?
How's everything going, sweetie?
What is this? Am I dreaming?
No.
Then, am I dead?
No, Evie? No, you're not dead. And neither am I. Well, not exactly.
I don't understand anything, Papa. I have so many questions.
Yeah, I know. Easy, sweetheart. we have all the time in the world.
What is this place? Where are we?
Well, this is the I-Core, kid. The core of the Elder God.
The Elder God? What is that?
Let's see, I don't know how to explain it. You know, I've never been too good with words, Evie. I know he had many names through the ages, but to me, it's simply the Elder God. His acts are hard to understand sometimes, but in his way, he connects us all beyond time and space. Yeah, but these are just, words. And words do not do him justice.
Frank didn't know how to put it into words, but he thought that maybe the Elder God was simply God.
And what does that Elder God want from me?
To offer you his gratitude.
Gratitude? For what?
You've contributed something really important, Evie. The Yithians sustain their energy by channeling the Black I-Core. That's the essence of the Elder God. And that process caused him immense pain and suffering. But you've put an end to it. You've given the great race another way to transfer their consciousness. And now, they live beyond time and space, connected to the Elder God.
Papa, I haven't done anything. Except stopping Bowen.
Maybe not in your time. Not yet.
What? I don't understand.
But you will. Believe me.
Who is Dr. West? Is it you?
Me? A doctor? Honey, I'm just a mechanic from Benoit.
Then who is it? Do you know?
Oh, you'll have the answer to that when you wake up, Evie.
I'm covered in that black ooze. Shouldn't I be dead?
No. No, his blood doesn't affect those who are connected to him. I died, somehow, on the island, but I came into contact with the Black I-Core, with his blood. That's why I'm here. And that's why he couldn't harm you even if he wanted to, because someone connected to him loves you and protects you. That's me, Jitterbug.
That means I can't stay here with you, right?
Oh, Jitterbug, you're already here with me. Our whole family is, even my grandson.
What grandsons?
You need to go back to your time now. There's a life waiting for you. An important task you have to carry out, and people are depending on you. Harry is going to need your help. You promise me you'll help him?
Yes, I promise.
Good. Oh, and one more thing. Tell him his wife is waiting for him in Englewood. Don't worry, he'll understand.
I will.
Well, I guess this is goodbye, Jitterbug. For now.
I love you so much, Papa. I'm going to miss you terribly.
Well, it's only a matter of time. A matter of time and space. And remember, I love you very much, Evangeline.
Evangeline? Evangeline! Can you hear me? You did it, Evangeline. You saved us all.
Don't come any closer, Professor. I'm covered in...
Do not worry. He is also connected to the I-Core, Evie.
Evangeline couldn't believe her eyes. That was Caleb Bowen in that ridiculous Egyptian costume. Somehow he had survived the consciousness transfer.
Bowen! No! What is he doing here?
No, Evangeline. It's not what it looks like. It's...
My race is deeply grateful to you both.
Evie understood at once who was now occupying Caleb Bowen's body.
The loop is in the process of closure. That is optimal, but we must continue working.
Process of closure? What are you talking about?
Do not worry. What comes next will be far easier. We only need to follow the plan you and I laid out the first time you contacted me. Dr. West.
Harry, we've never talked about it, but when the moment comes and I make the mind transfer, don't you think it would be easier if...
If you explain to my 1957 self who you are and what's going to happen in the future?
Yes.
What if something goes wrong with the loop because of that change? Wouldn't it break the space-time continuum?
Well, I'm not sure. I just wanted to spare you that unnecessary distress and...
I'll handle it, Evie. You know it. It's already happened. Better not to take any risks.
I guess you're right, Harry. And as you say, if we're still here, it's because it already happened.
Harry Everhart died at 12:30 on May 6, 1983. Days later, Dr. Evangeline West took his ashes to the Atlantic coast.
Well, Harry, there we are. I just wanted to thank you for everything you did. You were a grumpy and stubborn old man, and honestly a very difficult person to deal with at times, but I'm no good at this. I promised I'd bring your ashes to the sea, so... Goodbye, Professor Everhart. Thank you for everything.
Before she turned away, Evie thought she saw something move in the depths of the sea. She felt as if she had finally brought together two souls that had been separated for a very long time. But it was probably just her imagination.
What is this thing? Looks like a ray of light. Whoa! Whoa! The polyps are gathering over there.
What's going on? What are they trying to do?
I don't know what drives those creatures. I don't understand what they do, or why they do it.
Professor, do you hear some kind of chanting?
Yes, and I believe I recognize the one chanting. I don't like this. Bowen, stop right there!
Everhart, what are you doing here? How did
I
you...
took the number 3 bus to Nakotas. Now get out of there, you idiot!
Don't even think about it, Professor. Not when I'm this close. The Bowens have spent generations searching for the knowledge we were promised. Oh, yes. Nalathotep, herald of the almighty Azathoth.
Cultist ranting always sounds ridiculous, especially when they spout their nonsense out loud.
Enough of this. I'll drag you out of there by your heels if I have to.
Do not come any closer. I'm warning you.
Of course, things change when cultists are armed.
Listen to me, Bowen. I know the great race of Yith. They've spoken to me, and you know it. Look around you. Those black polyps wiped out your entire cult. And you're next. You have nothing to gain, do you hear me?
I've convinced him, Evie thought. I actually convinced that stubborn old fool. I can't believe it.
You think you're gonna stop me with your empty talk, girl? I don't have time for your foolishness. The Black Pharaoh awaits.
Ugh, figures, Evie thought. And when Bowen powered up the mind-swapping device, she realized she'd have to do something, and fast.
Professor, if he activates the mind-swapping device, we're finished!
Harry was out of time. He had to make a decision. Harry remembered Dr. West's words. Evangeline has to sacrifice herself, Professor. It's the only way to stop Bowen and preserve the space-time continuum. But he didn't give a rat's ass what Dr. West had to say. Harry wasn't going to let Frank Drayton's daughter meet the same fate as her father. There had to be another way.
Professor? Professor!
I'm sorry, kid. I'm really sorry. For everything.
Harry!
And as she screamed, Evie watched the stubborn old grouchy archaeology professor sacrifice his life to save hers and all of humanity. Harry found himself in the ooze pool, completely covered in the substance he feared most. He knew this was his death sentence, but at least he was going to make sure Caleb didn't swap his mind with anyone.
Are you out of your mind, Everhart? Haven't you seen what that liquid does to humans?
I know it better than you do, you kook.
No, don't touch that. You'll interrupt the transfer process. No, no, no! Oh, no. Oh, no. Not the ice.
And so, on November 6th, 1957, in that basalt tower of the city that millions of years earlier had been Nakotas, my husband, Harry Everhart, was consumed by the black ooze. Upon waking in that infinite ocean of blackness, Harry thought that he had died. Well, I hope it was worth something at least, he thought. He was waiting to see the light at the end of the tunnel when a voice surprised him. One he recognized instantly. My voice. Harry,
Nora?
I'm so glad to see you, my dear old pal.
Nora? Nora! Am I dreaming?
No, you're not dreaming.
Then I'm dead, right?
No, you're not dead either.
I don't understand, Nora. Everything is so confusing.
Easy, Harry. We've got plenty of time. Ask whatever you need to ask.
Where am I? Where are we? What is this place?
This, Harry, is the Ichor, a place beyond time and space. And now you're connected.
Connected to whom? To you?
To the Elder God. Both of us are.
What or who is this Elder God?
It's hard to provide a simple answer to such a complicated question, Harry. The Elder God has gone by many names throughout the ages. Amaterasu, Terens, Kor Yithar, Kailamanu. His judgment is inscrutable, at times even incomprehensible. And in some way, those of us who are part of him are connected, beyond time and space. I don't know, Harry. Maybe the Elder God is simply God.
What does the Elder God want?
To offer you its gratitude. It's what I've been trying to tell you ever since you and I parted ways.
The shadows. That was you?
Exactly. But it isn't easy to communicate with someone outside the Ichor. And I'll admit, an oily shadow probably wasn't the sight you were hoping for.
And why is the Elder God grateful to me?
First, because you reunited him with his lost daughter, Hacha. But besides that, you've helped with something far more important.
What?
The Yithians sustained their energy by channeling the Black Ichor. The Ichor is the essence of the Elder God. That process caused him immense pain and suffering, but you've put an end to it. You've given the great race another way to transfer their consciousness. And now they live beyond time and space, connected to the Elder God.
But Nora, I haven't done anything beyond stopping that kook Bowen.
But you will. And at the same time, you've already done it.
Nora, I don't think I follow.
Harry, it takes a while to understand what beyond time and space means. But you will, my love. Believe me.
How is it possible that I didn't die? I'm covered in that black ooze.
The blood of the Elder God does not harm those who are connected to him. That's why it didn't harm me on the island. That's why you sent me there, remember? To be who I really was? Now he can't and won't hurt you either. Because connected to him is someone who loves you and protects you. And that's me, Harry.
Who is, or was, Dr. West? Is it you?
No, Harry. I'm just a humble art teacher from Newburyport. Don't worry. Dr. West will be waiting for you when you wake up.
That means I can't stay here with you, can I?
Harry, you're already here with me, my love. We've been together for all eternity.
What?
But you need to go back to your time now. There's a life waiting for you, an important task you have to carry out, and people who depend on you. Evie will need your help, and you'll only be able to help her if you live a whole life. Will you promise me that?
Yes, I promise.
And one more thing. Tell Evie Papa is waiting for her at the Benoit house with the whole family. She'll know what it means.
I'll tell her.
Well, I guess this is goodbye, old pal. For now.
I love you so much, Nora. I'm going to miss you terribly.
Don't be sad, Harry. It's only a matter of time. A matter of time and space. And remember, I love you too, Harry.
Harry, can you hear me?
Oh no.
You did it, Professor. You saved us all.
Don't come any closer, Evangeline. I'm covered in...
Do not worry. She is also connected to the Ichor, Professor Everhart.
Harry couldn't believe his eyes. That was Caleb Bowen in that ridiculous Egyptian costume. Somehow he had survived the consciousness transfer.
Bowen? No. What is he doing here?
No, Professor, it's not what it looks like. It's...
My race is deeply grateful to you both.
Harry understood at once who was now occupying Caleb Bowen's body.
The loop is in the process of closure. That is optimal. But we must continue working.
Process of closure? What are you talking about?
Do not worry. What comes next will be far easier. We only need to follow the plan you and I laid out the first time you contacted me. Dr. West.
Harry Everhart died at 12:30 on May 6, 1983. Days later, Dr. Evangeline West took his ashes to the Atlantic coast.
Well, Harry, there we are. I just wanted to thank you for everything you did. You were a grumpy and stubborn old man, and honestly a very difficult person to deal with at times, but I'm no good at this. I promised I'd bring your ashes to the sea, so... Goodbye, Professor Everhart. Thank you for everything.
Before she turned away, Evie thought she saw something move in the depths of the sea. She felt as if she had finally brought together two souls that had been separated for a very long time. But it was probably just her imagination.